get those islands while the going is good, while they're 50% off. And additionally, you can get 50% off bonus Composer Islands this weekend as well. There's no greater time to become a composer, be it amateur or professional or otherwise, and unleash your creativity upon up to 5 Composer Islands in My Singing Monsters. Also, you can get up to 40% off featured diamond packs this weekend. The steepest discount is on the cart of diamonds. That's when you can get 40% off. You can also get 30% off the treasure chest and the diamond dumpster. And of course, as I mentioned, because this is the end of August and things are wrapping up, this is the last call for the Lucky Star promotion to get 20% off Skartar on Celestial Island. Isn't that sort of nice that Skartar debuted almost on this day, and now we're talking about Skartar again, isn't it?
Wonderful.
Did you know, Eric, that Skartar is my associated Celestial, that I was born under Poison's mark?
Wasn't that nice?
I almost was Shadowed Glare, but I'm a Poison's mark boy. Moving over to Dawn of Fire, we also have some preparatory sales there in Dawn of Fire. You can get 50% off featured structures, the Diamond Extractor, the Hotel on the Continent, and the Second Castle. All 3 of these structures will prepare you for the onslaught of special offers and promotions that are starting next week. Additionally, you can get 50% more in featured coin and diamond packs this weekend in Dawn of Fire, the Coffer of Coins and the Globe of Diamonds. And of course, since it's also the end of August in Dawn of Fire, it is the last call to collect Skartar on Starhenge. You remember, you can either buy it directly from the shop, or you can speed up and get more cosmic dice in order to complete the Poison's Mark constellation in the observatory. All right, that's everything that's going on this weekend in My Singing Monsters and Dawn of Fire. What do we have next on the agenda, Monster Handler Eric?
Oh, we have a flurry of questions, Monster Handler.
Straight
from the community. You at home have sent these in on social media with the hashtag MyStreamingMonsters. So, let's get straight to it. Monster Handler Matt, Aquitadol. I have no idea if I pronounced that right, but as per usual, if we do pronounce it wrong, please let us know. We'd love to correct it later. But they ask, is Atmos capable of making the wind that propels the Spirit of Adventure? Of course, the boat that is heading towards the mysterious shape.
That's right, the shape on the horizon. Aquitadol, if that is in fact how to pronounce that username, you are correct in saying that the celestial monsters, unique among singing monsters, have limited control over their respective patron element. And in fact, yes, Atmos can generate the wind around itself. However, I'm not sure if Atmos is able to extend that power across the monster world. And it's still sort of an undisclosed distance between the trajectory of the Spirit of Adventure heading towards the silhouette on the horizon and Celestial Island. So I'm not sure if there's sort of a long distance power connection there that can be achieved between Atmos and the Spirit of Adventure. It could just be that the crew of the Spirit of Adventure, Mammoth, Toejammer, and Noggin, are making use of the sailing expertise that Hula was able to impart to them.
Interesting that you mentioned that, Monster Handler Matt, because Aquabow wants to know. Oh, I jumped a question. Let me rephrase. Interesting that you mentioned that, Monster Handler Matt, because MS Mammoths wants to know. We saw at the start of the Spirited Adventures expedition that the monsters got their sea travel knowledge from Hula. But where did Hula learn how to sail?
MSM Mammoths, you may be surprised to learn that this is just part of the instinctual knowledge that every Hula is hatched with. It's just one of their skills, just like baby birds sort of figure out how to fly and how Blabbits just learn how to blow bubbles. It's just part of what Hulas do. And of course, since Hula is the seasonal monster for Summer Song and all things estival, that's Estival, i.e. pertaining to summer, sailing is just one of those things that is a summertime sort of activity that as the sort of patron monster of summer song that's in Hula's wheelhouse quite comfortably.
And very important to getting to and from the island during the event.
Exactly, exactly.
Now that I've kept Aquaval waiting for so long, they finally get to ask, are there any other known monsters or creatures, extinct or existing now, that belong to the spectral class?
Aquaval, a very interesting question. The spectral class, of course, is the class of monster that globes belong to. Spectral, both in the sense that it can produce like a spectrum of light and a spectrum of color, and also because not a whole lot is known about the globes. They do originate from a dimension other than the monster world, so spectral almost in sort of a ghoulish, ghostly way, not like the plasmic element of Ghast, mind you. But in terms of other monsters or creatures belonging to the spectral class, I believe that to date, the only monsters or honorary singing monsters that belong to that class continue to be globes. It was sort of a class that was created for them in order to sort of bring them into the fold when they were given honorary singing monster status. Because, of course, globes are silent, they are just visual creatures.
Very good. Explorer Monster wants to know, are there any natural elements, any natural events that happen in the monster world that are not in the human world? Additionally, are there unique weather patterns and events, such as northern lights, hurricanes, or storms?
Explorer Monster, a very interesting sort of meteorological, geographical minded question. There are, of course, events that take place in the monster world that defy explanation in the human world. For example, we still don't have a very strong understanding of the event that took place that broke the continent apart into different pieces to become the natural islands. We're still not entirely sure how that came about, and we do know through some circumstantial evidence that amber is also involved, and of course the Kanon tribal island was encased in amber at around the same time that the continent was splitting apart. So there are certain phenomena in the monster world that do defy explanation. Some of them have comparisons in the human world. Wublin Island, for example, is surrounded